Hey everybody. I know this is going to be this video. I know it's not another quick upload. So before we get into it, I want to say, make sure you hit that like button, share this video, comment on this video, and also make sure you subscribe with notifications on. And I'll discuss uh, the Ken. See what the Phillies can bring back Ken Giles. Now this is something that I think most Phillies fans, well, not say most Phillies fans, but at least Phillies fans in general would think to help, having like a reunite with Giles in the Phillies pinstripes. So I know he's a free agent at the beginning of the season, and I know he's going to miss the entire season due to Tommy John. So by 2022, like something, yes, I really hope the Phillies can do something to acquire him. You know, but so far in the career that he's had, he has a career 7.7 WAR with a 4-18 record, with a sub three with the 2.74 ERA, and 357 games with a career 115 saves. Now, by all I mean, you know, the guy, look, I know he's 30 years old, but I think he can really hope. I definitely can. I think he can make an impact with this bullpen with acquisitions like Jose Alvarado, Archie Bradley, maybe Chase Anderson if you can move him to the bullpen, or just or if those can look out, still look out on the market for other pitchers to pick up. And Ken Giles is one of the guys that I would love to see back in the Phillies uniform because I think he did pretty well here. Having 100 miles Giles back in that bullpen, I think that would help. Despite the fact, everybody's now getting healthy in the bullpen. It's just, it's almost getting, well, not say it's crunch, well, basically it is kind of crunch time becoming in the beginning of the season. So, yeah, he only played for the Phillies from 2014 to 2015, and then he moved on to, in a horrendous trade that we did to get Velasquez for him, and a couple other pieces with him, and he only spent 2 seasons with the Astros from 16 to 18, and he played from 18 to 2020 for the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, he's only, I mean, like according to his projections, like he would have a 4.11 ERA with 7 saves and 35 innings pitched. Like we got, like he had 2 seasons where he had a ERA under 2, and that was his time in Philadelphia. By the time he went to Houston, 2016 he had a ERA of 4.11 in 69 games. He had in 2017, the following season, or the season after, I should say, he had an ERA of 2.30 and also in 63 games. 2018, 2018, like I think I don't think he played. He only pitched 34 games in 2018 for Houston, and then got traded to Toronto and played 21 games for them in 2018. And then when he had his first full season with Toronto, he had an ERA of 1.87, which is his third sub 2 ERA in his career in 53 games total pitched. Even though 2020 was kind of like let's say like a rough skid for him, basically like a roadblock with a 9.82 ERA. But career, like I said, he has a career ERA of 2.74 and 357 games. Like I know 2020, I know, like I said, his 2020 was not the best season for Ken Giles, but it would be nice to have him back in the Phillies uniform to really bolster that bullpen with Alvarado, Archie Bradley, possibly Chase Anderson. or maybe you could put Spencer Howard back in the bullpen. But I mean, like I said, like I mean, only time will tell what's going to happen with the Phillies. I mean, it's Ken Giles is one of those guys that I actually I was impressed when we in his 2 seasons here in Philly. You know, it was a shame. Well, yeah, it was a shame to trade him away to Houston for Vinny Velo and Mark Appel, who turned out to be a bust in that trade. You know, I think now I think it's time to bring him home. You know, like I mean, there's not a lot of pitchers out on the free agent market, like because the only ones that I can see. Because because I know he's going to be a free agent along with James Paxton, Jake Odorizzi, and guys like that. I mean, he's still young at 30 years old. Like I would, take a chance on him. Bring him back home where he started. Now, do I think the Phillies can do it? I would hope so because if the because I know they're not going to go over the tax threshold. So, well, we're gonna have to wait and see what's going to happen in the following, maybe in like the next season or two. See what the Phillies are going to do. Maybe, hopefully, bolster their bullpen even more. But so far, like Ken Giles is one reliever I would like to have back. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. So I want to make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, because later tonight I'm going to do a collab video with a buddy of mine called he's known as Philly's Hot Stove on Instagram, TikTok, and all the social media. If you're a follower of him, so be sure to stay tuned with that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.